What's up, guys? It's your boy Paul here again, coming at you with another video. Look, today I want to talk to you guys about educating yourself. Look, where I was at when I first had my landscaping business compared to now is many years of education, all condensed within 20 months. And how can I do many years of education within 20 months? So there's two different forms of education that I want to talk to you guys about. The first of which is like your own education, to where you're learning a normal thing. You take a normal course, you buy whatever course to learn whatever objective, right? And that's what I would call normal learning. So let me focus on that one first. Nowadays, there are, as you guys have probably seen with loads and loads of ads, there are so many people selling courses, and a lot of them are awesome. There's like a lot of negativity going on now when it comes to courses, and just people like them, don't like them, whatever. I think they're a good thing. Look, if you have some knowledge in some way or form, put it out there, and if 5 people like it, great. If 5 million people like it, great. I think everyone should have their own course. That's a personal opinion. But anyways, back on that. Look, if you've taken like one of those courses and you found them beneficial, that is a good thing. That is a thing that you should do to learn whatever skill that you need to do, to get over whatever mindset, problem that you're having. All those things are good things, and they are necessary things, and they are things that you should continue to do. So many people, like I saw a video with Patrick Bet-David. He was at a conference, and he asked everyone in the room to raise their hand if they have a 4-year degree. Almost everyone raised their hand. And then he said, keep your hand raised, and I might butcher this, but it was like, keep your hand raised if you've read a book within these past couple months. And it was like 90% of the room put their hand down. And he's like, see, that's what I have a problem with. I have a problem with that. We're not continuing education, and we're not doing self-education. And so anyways, that is the first point that I want to make. Continue buying courses, continue working on yourself, continue educating yourself on whatever you need to do. Just because you're out of formal education now does not mean that your education should stop, and it does not mean that you should not buy courses, even if it's from not from a university. I think those can be some of the best because there's no agenda, and they don't have to force a curriculum down your throat, and you get to pick your teacher, meaning there's lots of people selling fitness stuff nowadays. Great, pick whichever one that you like the best. There's lots of people selling yoga stuff nowadays, or how to start a business stuff nowadays. Great. Pick the one that you like best. Now, the other type of education that I want to talk to you guys about is the education of what I said. I've condensed many years into 20 months. And that's reading. And I know I talk about reading. I know I've talked about it a little bit, but I can't not talk about it. It's something that I am obsessed with, and here's the reason. My brother once, he's like, Paul, why do you read so much? I said, Luke, I looked at him, I said, how much do you think a person would pay to sit with Warren Buffett? He's like, I don't know. And then he said some number. I was like, how much do you think a person would pay to sit with Elon, or to sit with any of these other guys? Well, I don't know. And I was like, Luke, the reason why I read so much is because when you read a book, you are literally not only taking the lessons that they're teaching you. That's how an average person reads a book, okay? How I read books, I literally read books to watch the way people type. Meaning, when I read a book, I'm not just taking the lessons or the golden nuggets, whatever. I'm looking at how they think. So how anyone writes anything is a reflection of how they think. And obviously stuff is going to be edited, and all that stuff like by the editors. But when you read books, have you ever noticed, like if you read like 5 books by the same author, you feel like you know them a little bit? Not just like know about what they're talking about, but you feel like you know them a little bit. Well, it's because you do. They're talking to you. And the way in which they talk to you, the way in which they process issues, all that stuff, I am obsessed with it. Because here's the thing. half of reading books isn't even just about the lessons that they give you, because a lot of the lessons that they give you, let's be clear, are in other books too, right? Like don't give up, persist, think differently, all these things. Everyone says them, and they're good to reiterate. Don't get me wrong. I'll probably write something one day saying those same things. But it's how do they go about, writing those things, and how they come to that conclusion too. It's their life experiences, the lessons, and how they think. I cannot put books down, and that's the reason why. And video courses are good too. Don't get me wrong. Video courses are good too, but when I read a book, and this may sound weird, but when I read a book, it almost seems intimate because I spend hours in the book. And because it's one-on-one. Whereas a video course, I know that they're talking to the camera, and then, that's projected to however many people. A book that I hold in my hands that's tangible, even though if it's in the hands of millions of people, it's like a letter that they wrote. It's like a letter. And I don't know. This may just be me, but that's why I read. I read to see how they think, not just the lessons in the topic of the book. I read to see how they think. And so that is what you cannot stop doing. And as an entrepreneur, as someone who wants to constantly improve yourself, you have to continually educate yourself far beyond the years of formal education, far beyond, hey, I read a book last month, so this month I don't have to. Continue to educate. Form of courses, seminars, books, whatever the case may be. Have a mentor, educate yourself continually, okay? So that's the message for today. Don't stop educating yourself. Even if you did something last month, don't stop, okay? Pick up another book, get another course, go to another seminar, do whatever you gotta do, but don't stop educating yourself, okay? So if you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. As always, if you know someone who could use this video, feel free to send it to them. And be sure to look out for the next video as I'm continuing to come out with these. So I will see you guys in the next one. All right, see you guys.